Hi, in this video we're going to talking about the IK system of the myArmy. The IK system has the two main usage. The first one is try to avoid your agent foot penetrate into the ground. And the second usage is lock the foot for some time, for some frames, so avoid the slippery the foot on the ground. So let's introduce the first usage. So let's open the sample 94, the IK pre-setup one. And you can see that this is a very simple thing, and we built a terrain in the terrain manager. We mark this geometry as the terrain, and we also built the the ground logic. If I'm higher than the terrain and I'm going to move down, and I'm lower than the terrain, I move up. So if we play back the simulation, you can see that the agent is simply walk onto the ground. But you can notice that there are some of the penetration on the foot, especially when the agent is going uphill. Let's just play back frame by frame. You can see that there are some penetrations like this frame. So we need to fix that with our IK system. So let me add the IK system. So let's deplace our agent and go into and look our original agent. The IK system, we need to specify which one is end effector. For example, in this sample, you can see that the feet is the end effector. On this end effector, and go to find the a flag into the channel box. There is the auto IK level. So the default is 0. When the value is 0, our system will deal this is no IK enabled. And if we make that more than 1, our system will deal this end effector with the IK system automatically. In this case, you need to select the two bones to work with the IK, this one and this one. So this value should be 2. We need to select the foot and change this to 2. And that means above this end effector, there are 2 IK join the simulation of IK. For this one, the left foot, we still need to make that 2. Okay, everything is done, and the rest of them is automatically happen. Let me simulate. So let's simulate frame by frame. You can see that the IK is actually enabled. At this time, if we move the agent down a little bit and proceed 1 frame, you can see that our system lifts our foot a little bit. So let's make that deeper. So you can see that the foot is actually more deepened into the terrain, just like this. And let's run a frame. You can see that our system is actually lift the foot by our IK system. But you can see that there's still some penetration. That means the IK is actually working on this joint, on this foot joint, this place, and this place is contain a height between the real terrain. So we need to fix that. We need to add some of the modifier into the foot and fix this height. So let's do that. Let's create a locator, and then we need to parent this locator into the bone of this foot. You can see that this bone is right here, and we needed to mid-click and drag that to the bone. Please notice that we needed to place that into the bone, and it's parallel as this bone shape. So, and then let's just make that here and simulate there is a heel in this place. And also we can duplicate this for multiple times and place around into the foot. You Control D, and for example, we simulate the tone of this foot, so that if the tone is penetrated the ground, we can fix that by the IK. So the two locators should be both into this the joint. And then let's select this bone shape and enable the IK modifier flag. This is very important. We need to turn this on. So this is cool. And let me simulate again. You can see that. Select that here. And in this case, you can see that we can manually move this foot down for the left foot and proceed one frame. You can see that our system is lifted foot, both of the tip, the toe, and the heel onto the terrain. So you can see that this the right foot is penetrate. So we need to do the same thing on the right side and make our system fix that. So you can see that this foot will not penetrate anymore. And let me do that for the right foot. Let's duplicate this, Control D, and the parent. In the parent, the locator 3 and 4 to this bone. And the 3, 4. Here, the knee. This name is the ankle R. And select and move to the ankle R. So here we have 2 locators, and move that right this place. And we can move the tone a little bit forward, and then we also need to select the bone shape of the right foot and enable the IK modifier 1. So at this time, the auto avoid the penetrate feature should be set up correctly, and place our agents and run the simulation again. So you can see that the foot will not penetrate into the terrain anymore. And also there's the feature that the foot will automatically follow the trend of the terrain. So if the terrain is uphill, your foot can be automatically rotated and align that to the terrain in the relatively the rotation, and all of the things is actually automatically. You can ignore that the setup. The only setup we just need to do is the set of the flags and also the locators. So this is the setup of the IK system. So you can see that the penetration will not happen again. So if you just move your agent here and proceed 1 frame, you can see that both the foot has been lifted outside of the terrain. Everything is cool. And the next thing we're going to do is try to make our agent lock the IK lock. Let's open our example file, the sample 94 IK anti-penetrate in this file, and do not save this one. And you can see that in this file is actually a file continue from the previous that we set up. We already created the IK, the modifier, and we set up the IK auto IK levels and the IK modifier. So let's just do some modification in this file and do some demonstration for you. Let's first delete this terrain and make this place node only 1 agent, and it's in the decision node. Let's make our agent to rotate for some degree. Rotate to right at speed 100, and let's play back our simulation. You can see that the foot is slithering onto the ground, especially when the foot should be fixed onto the ground, but the agent is actually rotating, so the foot is actually slithering. So we can use the IK lock to lock the foot for some frame of this and achieve the better result. Let's do that. This setup is relatively complex, and it should be done in the action node. Let me do that, and You can see that this is the walk action, and let's select the walk action and open our action editor. There's IK and IK create setup. Let's first working on the left foot. So we need to select the left foot and copy and paste the foot name here, the ankle L. The Control C and they put it right here. Please just keep selecting this node, the walk. And the eye level of IK is 2 because there are 2 bones on the upper leg and the lower leg. And click create. You can see that some of the data has been created and the content has been changed to the available here. And then let's just click the autofill and make our system automatically fill some of the IK lock phase. So make the default 10. You can see that it tried to lock our leg, lock our foot in the frame 18 to 23. So let's select the place our agent and the playback. You can see that it lock my foot at frame here, and there's an indicator show that. And in this frame, when the agent is rotating, it locked our foot. So this should be a longer. So let's this needed to be some of the test. So for the from the first frame to about 37. 37, 20, about 6th frame, and let's just move this right. Let me simulate again. You can see that, and I think this should be put in more right here. At this time, you can see that the foot is right. Is the lock onto the ground at this frame, and then the playback some frames it will lock and then unchange until it leave the foot, until it leave the terrain. So this is the usage of the IK lock. And then let me do the right foot. So I think the left foot is correct. I just make that left and shorten that a little bit. So you can see that the frame 21 to 24 and 0 to 4 it locked your IK, and for the right side this should be another the range. Let's select the walk and here and copy, Ctrl C and paste. Let's click R and they keep selecting this node and hit the create. You can see that the content has been updated, and you can see that we can edit the L by click the focusing. You can see that this content is actually displayed for the IK L, and when we click the focus, the R, it will focus on the IK lock 1, which ID is changed, and you can see that this the setup is different. We can click the autofill, and by the 10%, you can see that range has been automatically created for you. And then let me just simulate and the tweak the value manually, the one by one, and you can see that the foot has been locked here. Should be shortened a little bit and run the simulation. I think we needed to move that to the right a little bit in the middle range, because it should be locked in the about this frame. Okay, pretty long. And let's run that again. You can see that the right foot should be locked at about this frame, or even to the right a little bit in the middle. Okay, at this time the foot has been locked to this frame. I think it should be correctly, and then this range should be correct, and the left foot is like this range, and the right foot in the middle range. Okay, and let's play back the simulation again. You can see that the foot is right locked onto the ground, and much better than before. Okay, we already introduced the IK system for anti-penetrate and how to set up the IK lock range in the action node. Thank you for watching. See you next time.